Hello, hello there, my crafty friends. It's Candy here from SweetStamper.com. And I'm so excited to be sharing some sneak peeks with you tonight. Welcome, welcome. If you are joining me for the first time, this is my weekly Facebook Live time slot, Thursdays at 7 p.m. Central Time. And I do that, like I said, every week. And I typically then, I download that into YouTube. So you may end up watching this via YouTube in the replay. And I welcome you, whether you are coming to me from YouTube or Facebook. I'm so glad you're here. Like I said, I'm going to be sharing some sneak peeks. Let me grab the catalog. I can only show you the cover right now. We are still in that pre-release time. This awesome mini catalog launches on January the 4th. Hi, Kim. I'm glad you're here with me. And there is a lot of activity revolving around that. So those of us who do Stamp It Up, as a business, we run classes and we develop teams and things. Hi, Kim and Margaret and Sharon. Welcome, welcome. We are preparing for launching this new catalog, and that involves making swapping with people, creating samples, digging in and trying out a lot of these new things. So until the catalog goes live on the 4th, I'm not allowed to share the inside of this, and it all has to do with copyright and things like that. But I wanted to share with you a couple of things tonight. So I've been playing a little bit. I've been still trying to play catch up on my responsibilities of getting classes and things out in the mail and up to my eyeballs with grandkids. And that has been absolutely delightful. My heart is so full with all of that. So this is my host code. This is still continuing on. So if you want to get some goodies from the last chance list, that only goes through January 3rd. So those things will be retiring after that. So if you are wanting to do a little bit of shopping here at the end of the year, there are some good deals, and I welcome you to shop with me with my host code, and I will give you I have some really nice PDF tutorials using things from this new upcoming mini catalog and a couple from the online exclusives. So let's do a little stamping and sharing. So this is a simple make and take, and this uses one of the new papers that I absolutely love from Celebration. Don't even have that little book out here. But Celebration is where you can get free things for every $50 you spend. I have done several iterations of this card using this paper, using different labels. This is from our new mini catalog. Now, this was a pre-release, so we were able to get this, I think we got this in like November. Grab a little bit more light here. That's a little bit lighter. So, been playing with this bundle. Now, I will tell you, that bundle is available in the mini catalog. That's right. So, love this bird paper. And this is just two different patterns from it. This is the B side. All the A sides are the beautiful birds. Let me show you a couple others. This is one of my swaps that I've just sent off in the mail. Love this stamp set. Let me grab it for you. I think it's called, really like this stamp set. So this coordinates with the punch that was part of the, this is the modern label, and this was part of that whole garden walk suite. Now, if you want this at a bundle price with a stamp set that's retiring from the mini catalog, you can get it now. But this is a $22 punch in the mini catalog, and it coordinates with this. So you see how you can stamp this image here. I've got one over here that I was playing with. And then you can pop this out. You can do it just flat. You could run that through a die or something if you wanted, but then you see how you can just pop this out and then pop it up to give you a little dimension. So I really like that. This is one of the new papers. This is from the Lavender Suite. Hello, Jolene. Welcome from Minnesota. Yeah, I love, love, love this DSP. Only 12 weeks to spring. Yeah, in Minnesota, I bet you really, really look forward to spring. Hello, Carol from South Carolina. Thank you for sharing. Hello, Linda. Great to see you ladies tonight. So lots of this purples is obviously the Lavender Suite's going to have a lot of purples. Love, love, love that. This is this super cute bundle, very different looks. All of this paper is from one set, and this is the Be Mine. I'm useless on the names right now. I'll get them in the next week or so. But this was actually one of the make and takes that we did from our demonstrator event. And this is one of the make and takes that I just created. Not make and takes. This is one of my swaps I just created. Hi, Yolanda. Welcome. I'm glad you're here. And hello, Carol from Minnesota. So this shows you, I love being able, especially on a swap card, or, you know, a make and take for an event where you're kind of showcasing brand new products. Because there's 3 different patterns here, I like that. I also was able to use this little heart as part of this punch. Let's see. Do I have it? It's not handy because I'm using it. I've got Saturday card class, we're using it. But this punch gives you this larger heart, which makes a wing or a heart, this little heart, and then this little bee body. So really fun things there. Now, this one is another swap. This is a swap I just made today with the help of my dear, very incredible staff helper, and that is Pat. So we were cranking these out to mail today, and this is actually, in my team, we have a swap coordinator named Melissa, and she coordinates a swap with every catalog called Case the Catalog. So this is actually a case from the catalog. That means copy and share everything. I copied this from the mini catalog. So we made a bunch of these today. I'm going to demonstrate this for you tonight and then case my case. We're going to copy this. This is from a bundle that I really love called Stippled Roses. So this is what I'm going to be using tonight. The cool thing about this, extra cool thing, not only, I mean, look at the artwork on this. I mean, the imagery, the detail on these stamps is exquisite. I love the fact that you have these really pretty mixed fonts, a really simple birthday, a very flowery, flourishy congrats, mixed on the sending thanks, and a very flourishy happy Mother's Day. And then this is another one of my swap cards. So here I used, there is a set of designer series paper from the Celebration. So you can earn this for free that coordinates with this. So here I did just simple images from here and the thanks, and used some of the designer series paper. Now this is the same designer series paper that I used on these cards that I demonstrated, I think about 2 weeks ago. So you can see how some of these designs have that exact rose pattern. And then you have some kind of background patterns. And then like this one has the leaf pattern. Love, love, love this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to work with this and do a little, do a demonstration and then do a little change. Now, using this here uses this new, very deeply embossed called Layered Floral. So this is one of our 3D embossing folders. Really gorgeous, gorgeous. Hi, Gina. I'm glad you're here watching. So let's just put this together real quick and see, and then I'm going to case my case. Now, Pat ran this through the stamp and the cut and emboss machine for me, and for this you do have to have the big machine. This will not fit into our little machine. Now, In the one in the mini catalog, it used the paper from the online exclusives, which I didn't have any more of. So I'm using another one from the online exclusives, and this one is the translucent florals. Now, I did this one on the first, so I think just to change things up, I'm going to use another pattern just to give a little bit of variety. I think you're going to like it just as much. So for this, you just take your rectangle and just slice it on a diagonal, and any way you slice it, it's going to look great. So this is going all the way to the edge of my cardstock. And I need to get it all the way there so I don't have anything hanging and showing through. Now, this has actually already been cut and stamped and cut. I'm going to do one for you so you can see how cool, how easy it is to run through. I am going to pop this up on dimensionals. I mean, look at the detailing on that. I think it's absolutely exquisite. Roses are such a classic, and roses appeal to everybody. I don't know anybody who doesn't like roses. Gosh, when we lived in England, the rose gardens that you would go to sometimes were just incredible. And of course, many roses, although not all, have beautiful fragrance as well. I mean, just look at that right there. I mean, isn't that gorgeous? This is the Orchid Oasis. So this is one of our in colors that we will lose at the end of April. It will retire. So really pretty color, kind of a, what's the name of that? We used to call that like a periwinkle blue. Hey, Marlene, I'm glad you are here with us. So now I'm going to tuck behind here. Look at the detailing on these dies. They are absolutely gorgeous. Now, where'd my stamp set go? I just had it, and I'm going to need it. Where did I put it? Well, phooey. Y'all know me. I'm going to end up leaving stuff. Well, where did I put it? Oh, here it is. It's always underneath something. I put cards on top of it. So these dies, I mean, the detailing on these dies is amazing. And this has been done with Vellum. So really pretty. I think I'm still here. I went black on the computer again for some reason. Don't really understand why that happens. So what I'm going to do to tuck that in is I'm just going to add, actually, I was going to add that. That is, yeah, I could probably have a little bit. To be honest, that's going to be a little bit dodgy because I don't want to rip the vellum. It's very delicate. So let me grab some mini glue dots. Let's see. They should be right here, but of course they're not. Okay, let me see what I can find here. I have so many of these from kit classes I've been doing, and I end up with leftover dots. Okay, now Terry Lynn is telling me something on here. I can see a little bit of a comment through my phone. Let's see if it'll come up here. These two colors are opposite on the color wheel. Exactly, Terry, which means they complement one another. I love this combo, this color combo. So what I'm going to do here is these are some of the glue dots left over from a kit. And I'm just going to add a couple like this because I'm going to tuck this underneath here. And when you're dealing with vellum, I find glue dots to be really helpful, especially if you've die cut the vellum because it makes it super delicate. If you have a layer of vellum, it's a little different. But this is really, really delicate. So what I'm going to do is just tuck this under. Can I get it far enough under? Let's tuck it under here. Can I get it all the way under there? Oh, I've got my dimensionals are kind of blocking the way. That's okay. And then I can just press. And then I've got another one of these. Now what I could do, you know what I think I'm going to do actually, is I'm going to chop this, and that's going to enable me to, because I put quite a few because I put quite a few dimensionals under here, it's kind of blocking my path. So what I'm going to do is put a couple more on like so on the front. You see, I'm putting it on the front because I'm going to press it into my little piece here. And then I might put one on the back too. Yeah, see, that looks nice. Actually, I think I'm going to bring that one down here. Okay, so there we go. Just a little bit of that delicate, I love, love, love the vellum there. And then this piece, I think, maybe I'm just going to use less this time. Let's just chop that one. Didn't even have to cut it. And let's put one glue dot on the back there. Hey, Tasha, welcome, welcome. I'm glad you're here. I think you're getting ready to go on a cruise, aren't you? Fun, fun in the sun. Okay, so there are my mini glue dots. There's my vellum pieces. I do think I want to put a little bit more here to anchor that because I don't want these flying off. And I will say sometimes your glue dots will show under your vellum. In this case, it's not showing, and I'll tell you why. Because this vellum is actually like it's textured because of the dye. So I think that's pretty flash, just the way it is. Now, again, I'm going to do it just the way it was done in the catalog. So I'm going to take Melon Mambo, actually. You know what? I'm going to do Calypso Coral since I changed the color out here. So, where are you? Here we go. Because I'm using Calypso Coral here, the original, we used Fresh Freesia, and so we brought in that pink. But this time, I think that's going to be a little bit not the right thing, and I don't have my stamp mounted because, there we go, I'm going to use that on something else, but I think I can use that like so. Let's live dangerously. Haha, I like it. Now that congratulations is going to go right across there. Isn't that looking lovely? I think it's pretty special. Okay, so you're leaving at the end of January. Okay, well, we got a little bit more time to stamp together before you go. Okay, now I don't know where my snips are, so we're just going to do this. And let's see if we can live a little more dangerously. And that's kind of going downhill. Well, let's see. We're just going to trim this, and it looks a little better. Okay. I'm not going to fuss too much. Now, this is going to go right here, and then we're going to use some of these new gems. I know these are part of the lavender suite. Again, I'm not great on the names right now. I'm still trying to get my head detached from the holiday catalog. So I worked with that for, several months nonstop. And now I've got to switch my brain around. And my brain is still, gosh, we played Christmas categories this afternoon, which was super fun. My older grandchildren have been visiting here, as I've mentioned several times. And, I just did this wrong. They are visiting here from Virginia, so we've had so much great time with them. They slept over last night when Mom and Dad came to pick them up today. We played categories with Mom and Dad too, and I found this Christmas categories, and it was just a download. Super fun. Especially Abigail is the youngest of that set of grandkids. And the big, the regular categories, some of it's a little bit old for her, like when they're asking you for people that are celebrities or like athletes or something. She's a little lost on some of those. Well, when your questions or your categories are things like something in Santa's workshop, when you have categories like Christmas treats, well, she can identify with all of those. So it was really fun. We just had so much fun with them. We get one more time with them and then they head back. So it will be a little bittersweet. Okay, so there's that one. I think it's gorgeous. Here's the original. I really like the contrast of this Calypso Coral. Two versions of the same card. Now we're going to do a third version. So let's change it up a little bit. Okay, now we are going to bring in Poppy Parade because I'm going to make this into a classic Valentine. Poppy Parade is my favorite of our reds. Really bright orangey red. Love, love, love it. Now, what I did this time, instead of running the whole card front through, I just ran a panel, 5 1/4 by 4 panel through, and I'm just going to stick this down. Now I had one of those, vellum pieces, little branches left over. I might use it, I might not. So this is just kind of floating around in my head, grabbing some things before. It's going to look better on the front, the way my fold came out. So this is what I'm thinking. We'll see how it comes out. So I might use this. I know I am using this on the inside because it is really difficult to write on Poppy Parade. So we're going to do classic Valentine colors of red and white. In this case, Poppy Parade in white. I'm not going to use Designer Series paper on this one. But I am going to stamp this gorgeous, gorgeous rose. I am absolutely love, love, love this rose. And we're going to do it a little bit different this time. I am going to run it through the machine so you can see this entire bundle, or I should say this entire set of dies. It does come as a bundle, which saves you 10%. This entire set of dies will work with our mini machine. So that is a big bonus for all of our mini machine owners, especially if you don't have a larger machine. I mean, is that not gorgeous? I think it's pretty exquisite. Now, while I have this out, I am going to, let's see, I don't need Congratulations, which is from this, the stamp set that I'm using here. So I wanted a, that's not going to fit. I wanted a Happy Valentine's Day. So I pulled one from this stamp set, which I'm working with right now. This is the one I'm using with my monthly card club this month, Adoring Hearts. This has a great To My Valentine. So that is what I'm going to stamp, and I'm bringing in, yes, a little bit of Poppy Parade. We are doing a pop of color with Poppy Parade, and I think I'm going to do this in black instead of poppy. So let's just see how we go with this, because I think the poppy on this, what am I calling this? Lemon Lime Twist is going to be a little bit, yeah, I think it's going to look a little funky. So there we go, To My Valentine. Now let's see what we can do to bring a little bit of specialness to this rose. Now I'm going to grab my, where is it? Ah, yes. I'm going to grab my Wink of Stella that's probably getting a little bit dry. And I'm going to bleed out the color a little bit on this rose and give it a little bit of shimmer and shine with my Wink of Stella. I just love, love, love this artwork. It's so pretty. And you can see how when I use my Wink of Stella, it's just pulling a little bit of that red and bleeding it out a little bit, blending it out so that it really just kind of emphasizes my rose. Like I said, this one's really getting a little bit on the end. I need to open a new one. But if I just keep going over it, yeah, it's blending out just the way I want it. Okay, now what I'm going to do put this underneath me here. I am going to use some dark lemon lime twist. And I'm going to go back over these flowers, but I'm going to go over these leaves with lemon lime twist. Blends. So this is a little bit non-traditional, which is totally fine. So because I stamped the whole image with my Poppy Parade, I could have inked up the leaves in green, but I chose not to because I think this is kind of a cool look. So now I'm going to come in here and add dark lemon lime twist to all the leaves and these little sepals here. And this one here, because there's a lot of sepal on that one. That flower's just beginning, that rose is just beginning to open. And that's going to give me a little bit of contrast, but not anything too stark. And I think that's, now this is all in my head so far. I haven't made this card before, so we'll see how it goes. But I think that it's going to make that lemon lime twist greeting banner really pop. So that's the plan. Hey, Pauline, I'm glad you're here tonight. I'm so glad you're here with us live. So we are making a Valentine with some classic images and colors and a little bit of non-traditional by bringing in this lemon lime twist. Lemon lime twist, I have a major love affair with this color. Oh, so thrilled when it came back. I seriously mourned when it retired. This was one of our in colors that then became a core color. And that's what happens sometimes because some of our in colors just have so much popularity and usefulness that they become core colors. So what I like about this method too is I'm doing just a little bit of coloring here, but not a lot. Just the leaves, that's it. And then using my not my blender pen. I could use a blender pen, but I'm using my Wink of Stella to bleed out the colors on the roses, on the rose buds, and that just gives me a little bit of color. So I am pretty happy with that. You see how that kind of softens things a little bit? Because this Poppy Parade, there's a lot of color. I wanted a lot of color, but it's a lot of color. So now I'm going to run this through my cut and emboss, mini cut and emboss machine. Get my plates here. And let's see if I can do this without any tape. Let's see. I think we can do it. This needs to go a little bit tucked in. Let me grab my die. Oh, I'm glad you like the leaves, Pauline. I think that they, hey, Laura, welcome, welcome. You know, in my head it was working, so I'm glad that when I put it on paper it did. Okay, let's see if I can line this up pretty well. And then run this through. You know, if you take just a minute, hold your mouth just right. That's what my daddy always used to say when you were doing something like this. You got to hold your mouth right. And I think there was actually a lot of validity to that. You know what? I'm going to get it. I'm going to get it Post-it. I do not trust that. I don't want, I've just colored it, so I really don't want it to shift on me. Don't want to redo the whole thing. So just take a little minute. And I'm going to run that right across there. And pop this right there. And hopefully that's going to go just the way I want it to. Yep, there we go. And see that little bit of Post-it note there? That's not going to make any difference. So I think your width going through here is 3.5. And I will say that 3.5 by 5 is kind of a magic number when you're working with cardstock cups, because you can get 5 of those pieces out of a single piece of cardstock, which makes your cardstock go a long way. That means I could get 5 of these out of a single piece. Oh, look at that, how nicely it came out. Oh, thank you. Thank you, thank you. So now, look how pretty. So we get, honestly, the lemon lime twist, when you put it with that Poppy Parade, it really softens the lemon lime twist so that it almost looks a little bit kind of vintagey, which we didn't really know that was going to happen. Now, I would love to put a little bit of ribbon under there. Let's see if I can come up with something. Oh, I think I know what might work. Let's see. Now, let's see. This is lemon lime twist. No, this is petal pink, my all-time favorite color, and I think it's going to look fabulous. So petal pink is like the super light counterpart to Poppy Parade, and so it works really, really well with it. Now, the way I'm going to make this work, I'm theoretically, we'll see how it comes out. This computer. I lose the feed on the computer, so I can't see what people are saying, if they're saying anything. So what I think I'm going to do here is just run a little bit of a zigzag across here, like so, and chop this here. I'm digging it. Let's bring this one up a little bit and this one down a little bit. And then this one, this tail, let's bring it off to the side so that we get a little bit of ribbon action there. Yeah, I think it just kind of softens everything. I'm liking that. Okay, now we are going to just pop this up on dimensionals, which are right here. So again, this is Poppy Parade ink pad. And then I bled it out a little bit with a Wink of Stella pen. And then I colored the leaves with dark lemon lime twist, which is a great color combo with Poppy Parade. Goes really well with Poppy Parade. But because my color is, my base color is Poppy Parade, it kind of just softens everything. Now, I've got one, here's my, what do we think? Now, my other option, that might be a little bright now. I don't know if I'm liking that. It's a little bright. My other option that I thought might work is, you know what? I think I might like that better. I'm definitely open to suggestions, but I think I'm going to go with this. Do I have yep, I've got a mini chopper here. And I think I'm going to go with this. Because as much as this and these greens are the same color, I think it's a little bit stark. And actually, I might even just, let me try Poppy Parade. It might not be too much. Let's see. I think it just might work. Let's try two different colors and see which one we like the best. I'm going to take a 3/4 inch piece for my little greeting here to my Valentine. And let's just see. I'm using black ink on that because I think I need the crispness and the neutrality of the black. And let's see what we think here. Let's just see what we come up with. You know, sometimes you have to kind of work with your colors a little bit to see what's going to be the best fit for what you are working on. To my Valentine. Very much, this is like your personal handwriting. I mean, the way it's done, it's not super even. And I think I might just do a slash. Now, do we like this? Or I have a feeling that our Poppy Parade is going to be just the right ticket. Let's see. To my Valentine. Now, oh, now I could do petal pink. Let's see. That's an idea. Maybe that's going to be our ticket. From what I can tell on my computer, on my phone, that is what Paulina said. Yeah, see, that's a little bit, I don't know. That's a little bit much. Let's try petal pink for the win. Let's see if I can find a scrap here. Yes, indeed. This might even be, now I will also say what might be cool, something I usually don't do, is cutting this out. But I think on this occasion, I just might need to. If I can lay my hand to some snips, we might just have to do it. Oh, I think that is it. I think, Pauline, I think you are the one who suggested that. I think our color is going to be this one. Now, I'm going to give this a try. Let's see if I can locate some snips. Yep, here we go. Let's just see, because I think the thickness of this is a little bit much, and I don't like to do this very much, but sometimes, you just got to put your big girl pants on to make it look the way you really want it to look and say, okay, I can do this. And it's not so much that it's just, I don't know. I'm not a big fussy cutter in general. I used to say I was allergic to fussy cutting. Because it really is not. I know people who love to fussy cut. They feel like it's very therapeutic. But I think, I don't have a lot of patience. So I tend to want it quick, easy, done, and pretty. And so this kind of goes a little beyond the quick and easy. But look at that. It took me just probably not even a full minute. Now, let's see. Now it's too pale. Okay, let's try this one. Cannot come up with just the right, actually this might work now that if I don't have quite so much around it, and I can't see comments at the moment, so let me try this, and I'm going to go back and look at comments and see, because I haven't done this in a while, but I do love what I call virtual designing, where we kind of work together and you guys give me your input and I give you my input and we come up with something. And some of my favorite creations have been done that way. And I will say that when I'm doing my own design work, I like to have a second opinion. I'll kind of come so far with it, and then I think, I need somebody to tell me which of these two colors do we like the best. Now, I'm kind of liking that. Let me get into some comments here and see. Okay, computer, play with me. Put white behind it. Okay. And Terry loves fussy cutting. With a little poppy parade behind it. Now, let's just see. If we did that on that, what do we think about that? Or just the green. It kind of gets lost, doesn't it? I'm going to try this one too. One more time, and then we might just put a banner behind one of these to give it a little bit more presence, a little bit more contrast. Of course, I could just forego the greeting on the front, put it on the inside. That would be sometimes, we always want to put a greeting on the front, but some cards just don't need it. And it is nice. Not only do I like to stamp the inside of my cards, but sometimes it's nice to have, you don't even know what the card is until you open it. And then it's to my Valentine. Let's see. Yeah, it's a little bit too much, I think. Too much of a good thing. Hey, Catherine, I'm glad you're here. Okay, Laura says no green. Gina likes it. Laura says I should put some white behind it. So, maybe I'll do this with white. Let me grab a little white scrap and see if that will not be the ticket. Oh, I think that might do it. Gives us that classic look. you know, maybe I just need to use white. I don't know, I didn't think of that. With Poppy Parade. That might be the whole thing. This is kind of a conundrum now. Now I'm like, okay, we got to solve this. Where's my Pauline, greetings. Inside would be nice. The front is pretty on its own. Yeah, if this doesn't work, I think that's what I'm going to go with, because I'm not super happy with any of these that we've done so far. I think they're okay, but none of them is just like, you know, when you're working with something and you put the final thing on, you go, yes, that's it. I haven't come up with that yet. So let's see. Let's try this, and if this doesn't work, we're doing it on the inside. But I do think I'm going to do the red. I think the black might be a little too much, so, but we can try both sides of the cardstock. We do have two sides, which I so appreciate Stampin' Up! Cardstock. Of course, all cardstock has two sides, but Stampin' Up! Cardstock will allow you to stamp on both sides and it not bleed through. Oh, I'm kind of liking that. I'm kind of liking that. I think I'm going to put it on the inside. Okay, people. Here we go. To my Valentine. That's going to be it right there. And we are going to polish off the... Hi, Virginia. I'm glad you're here, too. We are going to polish this off with a couple of these gems. These are Petal Pink and Pretty Peacock. And I thought that Petal Pink would look nice with this here. So let's just see. Yeah, none of these was really calling my name. Yeah. I think because, you know, if I had put it like over here or something, but I think because it's right in the center, it just wasn't really, it just seemed crowded. It seemed like it was taking away from the beauty of this. Now, do I want to add this? Got a little piece of that vellum. No, you know, I'm really liking the rose image. Now, where did my pick tool go? Here we go. So let's see what we can do with some of it. Oh yeah, look how pretty these are. Let's do a little one over here. And then let's do a couple down here. We'll do one there. And I honestly think I'm not going to do anything else. I think I need to leave it alone. So Catherine says, yeah, it's beautiful just like it is. And then inside, to my Valentine. I will say the other thing about a card like this, I think it's very classic. I love, love, love the colors. I'm totally in love with the colors. And inside, you could put happy birthday. You could put thinking of you. You could put congratulations. I mean, seriously, you could do anything. But I do like Poppy Parade for a Valentine card. So that is my little sneak peeks for tonight. Thank you for your patience and playing with me and your input. This was the first card we did, and this is kind of our case of that card. Two very different looks using the same bundle and the same embossing folder. Both sneak peeks from the upcoming mini catalog. So don't forget, I have a paper share going on, and I've got other things I'll be releasing as soon as I can. Like I said, I have my last chance with my grandkids tomorrow, and then I'm gonna get back to real life. So thank you so much for being here with me. Be sure to follow me here on Facebook or on Instagram, whichever one you are watching from, and set your reminders so that you are able to see my presentations, my demonstrations. Somebody was asking the embossing folder, and this is it, Layered Florals. It's one of our new ones in the mini catalog. I think you're going to love it. It is just exquisite. Thanks again for tuning in. Take care and God bless.